Welcome back to the channel. I'm Gaurav, and today we're diving deep into two game-changing technologies that are literally reshaping how we interact with AI, large language models, or LLMs, and Retrieval-Augmented Generation, better known as RAG. If you've ever wondered how ChatGPT actually works under the hood, or why some AI assistants seem to know incredibly specific information about your company's internal documents, this video is for you. We're going to break down these complex systems in a way that actually makes sense. If you are new to AI and wondering where to start, this could be a good starting point. And hey, if you find this helpful, smash that subscribe button. It really helps the channel grow. Let's start with large language models. Think of an LLM as an incredibly sophisticated pattern recognition system that's been trained on massive amounts of text. We're talking billions of web pages, books, articles, you name it. Here's the fascinating part. During training, the model learns to predict what word comes next in a sentence. Sounds simple, right? But when you do this across trillions of examples, something magical happens. The model starts to understand grammar, context, facts about the world, and even reasoning patterns. The secret sauce is something called the transformer architecture. Without getting too deep into the math, imagine each word in a sentence can talk to every other word through something called attention mechanisms. This allows the model to understand that when I say the bank was steep, I'm probably talking about a riverbank, not a financial institution, based on the context. Modern LLMs like GPT-4 have hundreds of billions of parameters. These are essentially the weights that determine how the model processes information. Training these models requires massive computational power and can cost millions of dollars. But here's the catch. Once an LLM is trained, its knowledge is essentially frozen in time. GPT-4, for example, has a knowledge cutoff date. It doesn't know about events that happened after its training data was collected. This leads us to a fundamental limitation. How do you give an LLM access to new, specific, or private information that wasn't in its training data? Let's say you're running a company and you want to use AI to help with customer support. Your LLM knows general information about customer service, but it doesn't know about your specific products, policies, or recent updates. Or imagine you're a researcher who wants to ask questions about a scientific paper published last week. Your LLM has never seen this paper. Traditional solutions weren't great. You could try to retrain the model with new data, but that's expensive and time-consuming. You could try to fit all the information into the model's context window, but there are limits to how much text you can include in a single conversation. This is where RAG comes to the rescue. RAG stands for Retrieval-Augmented Generation. Think of it as giving your LLM a really smart research assistant. Here's how it works in 4 steps. Step 1. Document processing. First, you take all your relevant documents, PDFs, web pages, databases, or information in any format, and break them into smaller chunks. These might be paragraphs or sections. Step 2. Creating embeddings. Each chunk gets converted into something called an embedding, essentially a mathematical representation that captures the meaning of the text. Think of it like a GPS coordinate, but instead of location, it represents meaning in a high-dimensional space. These embeddings are stored in a vector database. Documents with similar meanings will have similar embeddings, so they'll be close to each other in this mathematical space. Step 3. Query processing. When you ask a question, that question also gets converted into an embedding using the same process. Step 4. Retrieval and generation. The system searches through all the stored embeddings to find the chunks that are most similar to your question. These relevant chunks are then fed to the LLM along with your original question. Now the LLM can generate an answer based not just on its training data, but on the specific relevant information you've provided. Let me give you a concrete example. Say you ask, what's our return policy for electronics? Without RAG, an LLM might give you a generic answer about typical return policies. With RAG, The system first retrieves your company's actual return policy document. Then the LLM generates an answer based on your specific policy. This is incredibly powerful. You can build chatbots that know about your company's internal documentation, research assistants that can query recent scientific papers, or legal tools that can search through thousands of case files. Let's look at a practical example. Say you're building a customer support chatbot for a software company. First, you'd collect all your documentation, user manuals, FAQ pages, troubleshooting guides, recent product updates. You'd process these into chunks and store them in your vector database. When a customer asks, "How do I reset my password on the mobile app?" the system 1. Converts the question to an embedding. 2. Finds the most relevant documentation chunks. 3. Provides those chunks as context to the LLM. 4. The LLM generates a specific, accurate answer based on your actual documentation. The beauty is that when you update your documentation, you just need to reprocess those documents. You don't need to retrain the entire LLM. Now, RAG isn't perfect. There are some important challenges to understand. Retrieval quality. The system is only as good as its ability to find relevant information. If your chunking strategy is poor, or if the embeddings don't capture the right semantic meaning, you might retrieve irrelevant context. Context window limits. LLMs have limits on how much text they can process at once. If you retrieve too much information, some of it might get cut off, or the model might get confused. Hallucination. Even with good context, LLMs can sometimes generate information that sounds plausible, but isn't actually in the retrieved documents. Cost and latency. RAG adds computational steps. You need to store embeddings, run similarity searches, and process longer prompts. This can make the system slower and more expensive than using an LLM alone. Despite these challenges, RAG has become one of the most practical ways to build AI applications that work with specific, private, or recent information. So let's recap. LLMs are incredibly powerful pattern recognition systems trained on massive amounts of text, but they're limited by their training data cutoff and can't access specific or private information. RAG solves this by combining the reasoning capabilities of LLMs with a smart retrieval system that can find relevant information from your own documents and data sources. This combination is powering everything from customer service chatbots to research assistants to internal company AI tools. As these technologies continue to improve, we're going to see even more sophisticated applications. What would you build with RAG? Let me know in the comments below. And if you want to see more deep dives into AI technologies, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.